Hey everyone, my name is Kevin and I am back with yet another video. Now Avengers Endgame is one of the best, or rather instead the biggest, live action films of 2019. And this is actually true since we're seeing the remaining heroes of the MCU fighting for their lives and for their teams after being killed by the hands of the mad Titan Thanos. And finally, the second trailer for Avengers Endgame has got up. And let me tell you, it's better than the first two trailers we got so far. By far. I'm not so sure if we're going to get a third trailer, but I don't think a third trailer is necessary since we're very close to April, and we're very close to the release date of Avengers Endgame. But with that out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm going to be explaining pretty much, not all, but what's there to actually explain in the second trailer. It came out like at least an hour ago, so I don't think I missed too much. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. The trailer begins with dark, ominous music, panning to a familiar character in the desert somewhere, who is Tony Stark. He tells his life story exactly as to what happened and how he became Iron Man. And it gives us familiar scenes from the first Iron Man film. And then we pan to another Captain America film, an old Captain America film that tells him about his life story. And then it goes to Hawkeye. And then there are sad scenes one after another. One of them being Scott reacting to the dusting, or rather instead the snap of Earth and pretty much the rest of the world. We also see that within the trailer there is a bonding between Hawkeye and his daughter is learning archery. And then after that we see the narration of Steve Rogers saying that most people move on after the death, but not us. Then Thor says, "I saw them all die." This is actually a reference to how he saw all of his allies and unknown allies dust before his eyes. Also, Steve Rogers was also there, and he also saw this actually happening. And I do believe that was actually scary to see his best friend die, which was Bucky Barnes. Now, Thor doesn't really have much of a friend back home on Earth, but I do believe that he has somewhat of a close friendship to Steve Rogers and Bruce Banner, and I believe Tony Stark as well. So seeing their reaction must have gotten him sad as well, and seeing them actually be defeated is actually the saddest thing every Marvel fan has saw. That was actually a shame. But anyway, back to the trailer. So after seeing pretty much everything there, we see that Hawkeye is running away from some explosion, and then we see a plane, I believe a Quinjet, flying to some other city, which I believe doesn't look deserted, but it might be them actually leaving the city that they were going to retrieve Hawkeye, or now known as Ronin. After this, we see Rocket and War Machine facing some danger, and then we see um, and then we see Nebula preparing some type of battle. She screams and runs towards the threat that she's facing. We don't know who this threat could actually be, but my speculation is could be actually Thanos, or it could be some other threat. We also see this other scene where Ant-Man shrinks into ant mode and goes down some pipe. I believe it's some pipe, because we do see that he uses a pencil to propel himself somewhere above the water and goes down the waterfall. We also see that in this one, everyone is preparing to go back in time. We see Captain America, we see Nebula, Scarlet Witch, no, not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Ant-Man, War Machine, Nebula, and I assume Bruce Banner, but I'm not so sure because I only seen it once. All getting ready to go back in time, and then the title card pans out, putting in Avengers Endgame. This was actually a pretty good trailer, but after it ended, I thought it was actually going to be the end. But then it ended with Thor summoning Stormbreaker from his hand and saying to Captain Marvel and to everyone else that I like this one, and she smiles. And then the trailer ends. Overall, I actually like this trailer. So here's the things that I like about it. for one, we finally see what we're going to be getting for this movie, but once again, we don't know what we're actually getting for this trailer or for this movie. We do know that the Avengers and the remaining team of the Guardians of the Galaxy are teaming up with the Avengers to go back in time and prevent what Thanos has caused for the last 4 days, because because the movie takes place 5 days after the events of Infinity War. So in light of this, it's very likely that we will see the Avengers go back in time after 15 minutes, because it was stated that we won't see nothing for the film until after 15 minutes is over. So don't expect any fight scenes or anything until 15 minutes is over from in the film. And we are also getting 3 hours out of this film, so everyone who's watching this film is going to be in this film for a very long time. But overall, I'm actually pretty excited to see Captain Marvel, since it's actually confirmed that she's actually going to be there. Of course, I did believe she was going to be there. I just wasn't sure exactly if she was going to actually be there. So, yeah, it's nice to see that she's going to be appearing. But it's kind of sad to not see Okoye or Shuri take part in this, but people said that they were dusted as well. So, it's a shame to see them. But with that out of the way, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. This is all there is to know about the trailer, but I feel as if I kind of explained everything out of order. So if I did, let me know in the comments, and then I might make an apology in the comments below. And before I end the video, as we speak, I'm about to make a Captain Marvel review where I tell you guys how I feel about the movie itself, because I am making a video stating exactly how do I feel about Captain Marvel, because I finally watched it sometime this week. But that video will come out sometime today, so be sure to expect another video coming out today. But with that out of the way, don't forget to like the video, share, and comment down below what you guys thought of the video itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Kevin. I look forward to hearing from you.